Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4 with Genoa. We're going for a custom campaign honest competition. We have to get the Master of India achievement, so control the Indian subcontinent, own the Indian subcontinent, I believe. And not enough that we have to do that as Genoa. No, we have to keep Genoa the most powerful trader in the world, starting 1500. We're close, but not there. And the distance between the English Channel and us is not closing, so got a bit of an issue there, don't we? And we can't do it using any sort of colonization technique. We can't go across high seas, and we can't make use of these nice trade nodes in Sevilla, Bordeaux, the English Channel, North Sea, and all that. We don't even get to go in there, take the lands, so other people don't have the power. It's not an option. I believe I'm not even allowed to steer from Sevilla. So yeah, we have to get a lot of money flowing from the east, and soon. That's why it's called honest competition. We don't get to steer from the competition, we just need to be better. We've been trying to do that by expanding a bunch. Now, we had to be a bit opportunistic in our expansion, so we have a bunch of land over here in the Pontic Steppe, which we're not really using for anything at this point in time. We have Greek land, which is good, because it's in the Ragusa trade node, which gives me power in the Ragusa node, which allows me to put some money over into Genoa. So that's nice. And we did take Constantinople, which doesn't do much for us right now, but it does do something. We have 30% trade power, it's not bad. But we're not even steering from here. Well, what's happening is, because there's only one exit from Constantinople, means that since our 13% trade power is not being used to collect here, it will flow out. So, in a way, it is as if we were steering from here. In a way. Into Ragusa, and then a tiny bit of that is going to flow into Constantinople. But I mean, if we're getting 14% into Genoa, I mean, if we're getting 14% of 30%, that's not a lot. We need more, and we need more stat. And yeah, we're trying to do that. We did eat Ferrara, we ate a tiny bit of Florence here, we ate Pisa. Aggressive expansion did not allow us to take more. I feel like the HRE aggressive expansion thing was still happening, although these guys are not in the HRE. But maybe I'm stuck at some weird effect going on here in the mountains. Visual effect. Anyway, we're suppressing some rebels here. Well, trying to suppress. The Modinans are going to rise up anyway. Probably the Ferraris too. We hope that Crimeans won't, and we actually got the Greeks to go to 0 here, which is nice. I wonder if I'm using that, or I'm supposed to use that. I think I'm gonna grab these troops and move them over to Pisa. Now that will give us some arrest in Morea again, but not a lot. We still have overextension and war exhaustion going down, so this unrest will probably go away. I do say that as this event pops up. Will probably go away by the time these separatists could rise. Now, I mean, I'm just going to spend the 10 prestige here. I'm not going to take the 2 national unrest. So I guess it's kind of fine with that event. Now, we still need to do more though to get our empire going. I'm not quite sure how we do that. What about the Kneggets? You allied to France? Who allies France? I mean, except me. Oh, but did that Ottoman warning run out? It did. We're no longer warned by the Ottomans. That's interesting. I don't remember who I wanted to eat. But certainly an option there. So I would love to declare war on you in Tunis. It'd be great if these Moroccans could get into some sort of scuffle with, say, the Castilians, as they do, or the Portuguese, so that they don't defend Tunis, so that we can maybe jump in there. My corruption's growing right now. I am spending some money to get rid of it. But unity and overextension make it difficult. But overextension is going to go away soonish, right? Yeah, we're almost done with the cores. I don't think I need to spend money on that at all. We no longer have devastation here. My Ferrari separatists are low. And the Modinans are guarded against. So I'm going to turn off the fort in Ferrara. No need to spend that kind of money there. We don't need to spend on Moria right now. Moria. That place. Great temple in Genoa. It just doesn't do anything for our problem. Still the option of building that marketplace in Athens, which does help us a bit. I think I will. I might eventually even build the one in Constantinople, but not right now. But I'm gonna build the one in Athens here. Got exactly 0 money, which is not great. Lose prestige again, because our naval research is wrong. With a K. Insulted by Theodoro. So, Ragusa node would be great if we had more power. Tunis node would be good, but not nuts, because there's not a lot of money there right now. Alexandria node would be very good. But that's Mamluk territory. Can't stop there. And we'd be looking at way too much, so there's no way we do that at this point in time. And there's Aleppo, which doesn't really do anything for us. Constantinople. Champagne. Anyway, Champagne can be useful. I don't see how. I mean, sure, having trade power in Champagne would help us steer here. We could in fact send a merchant there, and that might not be the worst idea. We already have 7% trade power, and we do get the inland trade bonus we steer from there. Do we have a merchant that's not doing tons? We're all doing pretty well. But I wonder if we can get a lot more by not steering from Valencia, but rather steering from Champagne. Let's try that out. Right now we're steering a ducat to Genoa from Valencia. Now I'm gonna transfer from here instead. Let's see what you can do there. It's also a ducat. I mean, it's a tiny bit more. But essentially it's a ducat. Oh no! It's 2.38 ducats now. Must have not counted something there. Okay, that's much better. Also, that is money that's not going to the English Channel, right? Yeah. So that helps with the... Ooh, and we are actually now more powerful than the Channel. That's huge. That is huge. Good. Good, good, good. Good idea. Sometimes I'm not the most stupid person. Like second to most stupid or something, but not the absolute most stupid. Crush some separatists in Modena, and by crush I mean pay with a lot of lives, but some of these are mercenary lives, and mercenary lives don't matter. Such a mean thing to say. I love it. Get to Ferrara and continue the thing from there. Fortunately, it's annoying to suppress with the mercenaries and other people, because you cannot give the whole stack an order. You have to give the suppression order to both stacks individually. State. Do I want to state Pisa? Ah, I certainly do. Absolutely certainly do. Although we do have to watch out for our governing capacity, which is getting close to... ouch. Alright, what does all this conquering of Christian land do for our unity? I mean, it's not good, but we went from a minus 70% stab cost modifier to a 54% stab cost modifier. Which is better, right? Now, what's next? I'm very relieved that we managed to get that money into a position where it's looking okay. It's not great, but it's okay. We don't have to be afraid to immediately lose the campaign when we hit 1500. It's not as it looks right now, so that's pretty good. And yes, I took trade ideas for it, but I'm still standing by that choice. As much as I want other things, I think we're okay with this. How many edicts am I paying for? I'm feeling like I'm paying for edicts I might not have to pay for. Ooh, knowledge sharing. Muscovy, Muscovy, Muscovy. Buy it. Sell them our knowledge. Yeah, it's gonna make it so the institution spreads faster in the east. But I want the money right now. It's gonna get there anyway. It's fine. So that's good. But what I was actually looking for... Well, that's something I was looking for sure. But interesting getting somebody else into my trade league, but there is nobody. Forget what my thoughts were. Duh. Renaissance and Theodoro, alright. I mean, they got it from us. It's fine. Crimean scepter is actually going down now. Awesome. We did give them a lot of autonomy, so it's not like it's free. But we're getting to the point where we're in an okay situation, I think. Unrest-wise, money-wise. AE is a bit of a pain. Naples is still at minus 50. They really didn't like what we did they? I'm really feeling I want my next big punch to be these guys. Let's go ahead and give us a best guess. And then make sure that Morocco is part of this. I want to know when Morocco goes to war. In any way, shape, or form. Morocco, Marrakesh. How do you spell Morocco? I'm blind. Marrakesh. Oh, it's Morocco, not Morocco. It's Morocco in German. That's why I'm confused there. There you go. The Poles are embargoing the Muscovite. Oh, good old Muscovite friends. What about these Milanese? They've been our rivals for a long time. They're allied to just about everybody, including my friend Luca and my friend Saluzzo and the big neighbor Savoy. That's probably not a good way to go right now. But attacking a rival would be nice to get that power projection up. Especially now that we're probably interested in... I'm not sure whether we're going to re-elect our leader. Probably not. What am I looking for? Certainly something. Rivals, right? Tunis, Great Horn. Yeah, it really has to be Tunis, doesn't it? Really need these Tunisians to... Well, I need those Moroccans to get into position where they are not happy. You're fighting a bunch of smaller people, Mamluks. But that's not really going to be good enough to do anything for me. Expel those Milanese. Should I be making claims? The answer is probably yes. On whom, though? I cannot, in fact, fabricate on Albania unless I grab the claims board and claims thing. They're still allied to Austria, too. Are you in the Empire? No. Austria is just very much present down there. That should give them a nice big fight with the Ottomans at some point, which is tempting. Now, Ragusa is in the Venetian Trade League and guaranteed by the Ottomans, so there's no way we're attacking that at this point. As much as I want to. And the Knights were protected by whom again? France. Why would he ally? I should see to make... Oh, we already have a claim on Smyrna. So I guess that's okay. We could eat what's left of Crimea. But they're tributary of the Great Hordes, so that's... Also, we don't care about that land at the moment. So that's really just a expansion for expansion's sake kind of thing there. So we need Nizza, right? We need Nizza, Siena, or Lucca for our quest. Nizza. How powerful is Savoy? They're allied to Lucca and the 3 leagues in Milan. But they're not allied to the French. How are we doing favor-wise with the French? 8. I'm thinking making some claims on these guys. And then maybe using the French hammer to reduce them to size. It's good to me. Byzantine separatists, really? Archer and Constantinople. It's Istanbul. +1 merchant. How long do we get this? For 5 years. Ooh. These are both very good. I mean, it's only for 5 years, which is why I'm somewhat hesitant to take the merchant. Because it's just some extra hassle. But I mean, having a merchant in Valencia would be good. Still. It's still at least a ducat we can send into Genoa for 5 years. So it's half a ducat we just get. Just don't know how much 15% extra trade power would do for us. Because that improves our steering everywhere, right? And our collection. But we also get 10% extra collection from having the merchant steering. I think I'm gonna take this merchant. But at the same time, yeah. Okay, take the merchant. And I put him into Valencia, unless we have another idea. Certainly more money and more power in Valencia, so it's better than doing Tunis. We're doing Alexandria already. We don't need to do Constantinople. We are doing Ragusa, we're doing Champagne. Yeah, I think Valencia is what we need right now. Get you in there, Filippo Gentile. And he will also be the one who will just stop being in Valencia in 5 years when he's gone. It's not like we're messing up our other trade or anything from it. Yeah, that's an extra ducat to Genoa. And therefore about half a ducat to us. Plus... we saw a tiny bump. No trade power here. Not a lot, but a tiny bump. Thanks. So there's more value and more trade power, which means more money. Speaking of more money, we have a lot of money. We're making so much money. Holy crud. Look at that money. 15 ducats from trade. Can you say yoink? Alright. What do we say? Feudal de jure law would still tempting. So I don't have to bother with all these rebels. But I feel we have them somewhat under control right now. AE impact reduction is nice, but we don't know if and where we're going to go to war right now. And transfer subject will allow us to make claims on things that we couldn't before, like Herzegovina. And grabbing this will give us more power in this node. Can't believe we still don't have the ability to run our golden age. So the one issue I have with going for Herzegovina is the aggressive expansion we'll get. And Funnily enough, I can't take the reduced aggressive expansion thing if I go for Herzegovina because I need the claims bordering claims for it. And the Austrians are not happy. Nor is anybody else in this area. I think they all have like minus 40, so minus 33. Still, grabbing that and having the potential to grab what's left of Serbia. Well, we can't take it for ourselves, but we could vassalize it, which could give us a bunch of cores. Now there's a thing. It will generate a bunch of aggressive expansion because they're not going to be co-belligerent. But it's only a 7 development province, so it shouldn't be huge. And then we have a subject that has a bunch of cores in the Balkans, which is all in the Ragusa trade node, which we need. And the Ragusa trade node is not only important, right, because there's money in there that we want, but also because it's a collector for what's coming out of Constantinople, which we're thinking to make more and more in the course of the campaign. So kind of need our power base here to make use of our Constantinople power base to come. So I'm very tempted by this. Oh, also the Serbians are only allied to Herzegovina right now, which means we could make them co-belligerent and not call in anybody else, and half the aggressive expansion we would get from taking their stuff. Alright, alright. Now we're talking. Yeah. Transfer subject. Yes, I'm sure. I assume my spy network here has been reduced to a size where I cannot just fabricate a claim. And I'm right. We almost have none left, but I'm going to start again. 10 years of 10% less trade power. I think we can afford this rather than using the monarch points. We don't need it just yet. I mean, it's money, obviously, but it will be over before 1500, so it's not going to hurt our campaign. All right. So, buildings. Constantinople is still an option. It's so much. But I think I'm just gonna have to build that temple in Genoa for now. Just too good. Just too good. I'm wondering if I should send armies over to Constantinople or Arta. The issue is I can't suppress both Constantinople and Arta with one army, because they're not anywhere close to each other. So I would have to send 2 armies to do the suppression. But it's a bigger problem, right? The Byzantines are much more of a problem than the Ferraris are or the Pisans are. Although most of that is, I guess, the difference in suppression, actually. Yeah. How are we doing on war exhaustion? That's still ticking down? It is. I would go up to stab 1, but it's still super expensive, so we're not going to do that. I gain a claim on an Ottoman province, and they gain a diplomatic instant cast belly on me. That's alright. They already have cast a belly on me. I don't mind. I guess I'll take a claim. You need to go to war against somebody like Austria. Madoge. Missionary in Corinth being super slow. Wait, am I missing something here? No, it's 1.8. Yeah, no, it is what it is. Not having religious ideas right now hurting my ability a lot. Ooh. Now we're close to 100 papal thingamabob points, which would allow me to pop the beatifying of a local saint. I mean, I like manpower recovery speed, don't get me wrong. I like mercantilism. I don't think mercantilism does anything for our campaign goal, though. Because it increases trade efficiency, right? No, provincial trade power modifier. So actually we want mercantilism. Not as much of it as we can have. So I'd be giving up 2 mercantilism by taking +1 stab. Because it costs 50 to buy a mercantilism, right? Yeah. In a normal situation, that would be bad, because a mercantilism costs 100 dip, while a stab costs 100 admin. So I could buy 200 dip at the cost of 100 admin, essentially. In our current stability situation, they're about even. Yeah, I'm gonna buy this mercantilism. Make use of that Pope while we can. It would be nice to have him like us even more, but he's already liking us a bunch. Wait. We have a negative modifier with the Pope from an event called the Pope's Pet. I remember that we had some event that reduced opinion somewhere, that must be it, but it sounds weird. Ooh. Ottoman's taking Georgia. Now, Azaraba. What's an Azaraba, and do I care? Azaraba is a place where I really don't want unrest. Because I don't want to deal with it. And I don't care much about the province. So, let's negotiate. Yeah, it goes to insane autonomies, but... Shrug, right? France influencing Scotland. Just stop protecting those Kniggets, please. Why would you protect the Kniggets anyway? It doesn't make any sense. Cardinal exposed, oh. Rip Cardinal. Influencing the Kniggets, stop it! Get out of those Kniggets. Money. Temple is decent. I'm gonna bid that Constantinople... Am I? It's gonna be super useful in the future, but it's almost useless right now. Because we get so very little of what we do here. Interesting, I have 16% in all these places. Weird. No, I don't think I can. It makes sense to do that right now. Even if I had manufacturers, which I don't, and I don't have the money to buy it, to build them, they're all bad anyway right now. Kind of surprising to me. Why would a manufacturing in Constantinople be this bad? Not that I have the technology even close to, but... Weird. So let's build that church then. You might want to consider building some shipyards when we have the technology. It's not docks, shipyards. For the naval force limits, so we can run more boats to project more trade power. How are we doing on that anyway? One more. Also, you can have those galleys get into port. Oh, that's not my stuff. It's yellow because I'm in trade map mode. No need to waste sailors on those galleys. Patrolling around like that. Oh, even better. You guys should be protecting my trade node from those filthy pirates. 21 spy network in Herzegovina, so I should be able to make a claim on Hum. Probably want to claim on Herzegovina too, while I'm at it. I don't think it reduces AE, does it? If you have a claim? I know it reduces scoring time, which is nice. But I'm unsure if it reduces my Aggressive expansion. EU4 claim. Claim. Blah, 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 blah. Permanent claim, blah, blah. AE generation reduction. Having claims on a province can reduce aggressive expansion generated by taking province if the correct casus belli was used to declare the war. Note that most of these are very rare situations and general claims do not reduce AE. Okay, if we do conquest, it's a 1.0 modifier, so it doesn't matter. We had government form war. I don't even know what that is. Government form war? Then it would be 0.75. If we had excommunicated ruler, it would be 0.5. What the heck is a government form war? By event. Milan's independent Catholic monarchy neighbors when it becomes an Ambrosian republic, and Naples' independent Catholic monarchy neighbors when it becomes a republic of the Italian Signoria reform. Forced change government type. Okay, this must be super specific to Milan and Naples, apparently. I guess when you do a specific decision in their trees or something, then the Catholic neighbors get a CV on them to change the government back to something useful. Okay, that's obscure. So no, we don't need another claim to reduce aggressive expansion. It will save us some dip, and it will save us time on the peace deal. Well, the coring afterwards. It will not actually save us coring cost. How much time does this take? 1.7. Yeah, I think we can run a second claim there. Seems fine. Now it might lead to us, to these guys picking up new allies, which would be bad. 4k guys, 1k guys. I don't have a guy to declare war right now, but I can grab my claim on these guys. I think I'm gonna make my claim on Nizza. It's not the best province, we're neighboring here. But it's coastal, so it gives me trade limit. Naval force limit. And more importantly, we need for our quest. Obviously taking Akizi here would be sweet. It's even in our node. But I can't make a claim on it, right? No, we don't have it. Boring. It's like a claim on Nizza. Or not. Oh, we already have a claim on Nizza. Wait. We do? We do. Why do I have a claim on Nizza? Is it from the quest? It must be from the quest, right? No, valid until 92. Alright. We're certainly gonna go for that. Do you also have a valid date? You do. 70s. Oh, it's almost gone. I see. So the claims we get from these quests are not permanent claims. No, that's the Florentian claim. Permanent claim. Never mind. I don't know why I have a Nizza claim. I'm glad to have it. I'll try to use it if we can find a situation where we can call in the French. But alright. I'm going to keep going with this until 25 so we can make a second claim. Still won't be able to claim a cheesy, but we can claim Toulon, and then if we want to do more, then we can do a cheesy afterwards. But not for this episode, because we're at the time of that cut again. Thank you for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything at all to say to me, then that comment section might not be the worst place to try and do it. Just saying. Just saying. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.